Alrighty, welcome to another vintage cube draft. This is the powered cube, though. Whoa, what a bad pack. This pack is grim. Feeling saucy today. Let's see what we got. Well, it's not a very good pack. There's a passageway seer, but honestly, I don't find this card to be very good. There's no Thari, but I don't want to take a 5-drop first. Is there any card here that like costs 0 mana and maybe does some really good synergistic things? Oh, is that a Mox Opal? It's also a Bombardiers. I gotta take the Bombardiers. I'm not so far gone that I'll take Mox Opal over Bombardiers. However, if Bombardiers wasn't there, I would have taken the Mox Opal here. I think we all know that, given I first picked an Urza's Bauble. But honestly, I don't think Othari is good enough to first pick. Most of the Bauble at least has a potential. All right, passing an Opal, Chain Lightning on Holy Heat. Let's take a Bomba and follow it up with... Oh, we got some options. There's Steam Vents, Pinnacle Emissary, Basalt Monolith, Pyroblast, Frantic Search, I guess, Balance, Galvanic Discharge. I kind of think I just want to take Steam Vents. I feel like I go red-blue a lot with this start. Steam Vents is pretty nice. Balance is a nice card, but if I'd taken Opal Bauble, I would have probably taken Balance. Cogwork's coming to me, or the person next to me, sorry, took Cogwork. You know, I could be Artifacts, but obviously that's always a possibility. But I'm just going to take Steam Vents for now. Oh, there's a Fracture Identity? Is it Jet Ski time? I kind of think it is. I mean, it's that or take like Badlands just to set up Grixis. I'm not taking Fiery Islet over Badlands. Badlands is just too much better of a land. There's also Mind Collapse and Coalition Relic. Those are a little weak. Let's just take Fracture Identity. I think Fractured is a pretty strong card. And then here, if I'd taken Badlands, I would take Baleful Strix. I could take Storm Chaser's Talent. I could take Sunbait Canyon. I could take like Karn or Everflowing Chalice. I could take Wrath of the Stormseeker. I don't really want to take that. Maybe I just take Storm Chaser's Talent. I'm setting up to be red-blue, which I don't mind. Oh, now there's Meticulous Archive and Seachrome Coast. Still haven't seen my Scornful Striker, but I think in a deck, but I think it would be good. I'll take Meticulous Archive here. All right. Oh, now there's a Snapcaster Mage. I love Snapcaster Mage and Jeskai. They just a lot of Path, Swords, Oust, and White, all the red and blue instants. There's a Firebending Student, a Displacer Kitten, Narset. But Snapcaster's nice. Also nice with Bombardiers. Just gives you a pretty good use for that Snapcaster. All right, I'm feeling spicy today. I'm just going to draft mediocre Jeskai. Well, I mean, I could have had a Othari instead of this Bauble. Other than that, like the Bombardiers pick was pretty forced. I guess if I had gone Othari, Bombardiers, I could have taken like aggressive red and white cards like Adeline or something. But let's just say the Lion is not interested in drafting Boros. Not today. I draft Boros. I've put plenty of Boros videos up. Today, not one of them. I might have red and white cards in my deck. I mean, I'm already planning on having Bombardiers and Fracture Identity. Let's see what comes back. And then here, I do love an Iteration. There's also Staff and Evangelist and a Demi. So some pretty decent white cards, but Iteration is nice. Let's just take that. Nice little combo with Snapcaster Mage, though you don't usually flashback Iteration that often. I mean, it's obviously fine to do, but nice little Jeskai mid. I'm in my well-traveled terrain at this point. Jeskai mid is something I'm extremely experienced with. And Brazen Borrower and Third Path and Othari came back. All right, I'm actually in for the Othari now. See, look, there we go. I mean, I like Borrower too. And Third Path. Third Path is really good with Bombardiers and Bauble. I already have a 5-drop. Maybe I just do take the 2-drop. All right, I'm actually in for Third Path here. I like Third Path in these decks. Plus, maybe Mox Opal wheeled. There's also Pinnacle Emissary and Mox Opal. If somehow those all wheeled, all right, they did not. I'll take Mentor, because now that I have Third Path in this amazing Bauble, I'm going to want to build a deck that's good at triggering Third Path, which is obviously good at triggering Mentor. Okay, Pinnacle Emissary did come back. I don't think that's what I'm doing. I think I'd rather take Absent or Shieldbreaker, and I think it's just going to be Shieldbreaker for the sideboard. Passing a late Pinnacle Emissary to someone who's an artifact. Not that late is a weird way to say that, because obviously Pinnacle Emissary could be, it's a pretty specific card. All right, well, I don't mind this start. I could use a little more interaction. No counters so far. My removal is Fracture Identity and Broadside, which are good removal spells, but there we go. Now I think a Mind Collapse is worth taking. There's some good stuff you can do with Mind Collapses here. Not the best combo Snapcaster. You can't alternate cast it off Snapcaster, so it doesn't really work so well. Passing late Zern Orb to the same direction as Balance. Everflowing Chalice, Karn. Kind of an interesting Karn deck. Let's just take that. I just don't think I play Chalice very often, and I don't really care about Lion Sash. I'm actually kind of close to cutting Lion Sash from the cube, but probably not needed yet. Oh, wow. Nice. That was awesome. Seachrome Coast there? That's a nice little pickup. Now I've got 3 lands. All right. This was a pretty decent pack one. For not having anything really busted, I guess Bombardier is a pretty strong card. I have some good card draw. Well, Rafine's not a 0, depending on my mana situation. I've got a good setup here, but we'll see where we end up. All right, and pack 2, similarly medium, I guess I will just take Ragavan. I think I'd rather just take Ragavan over Mystic Confluence. Maybe Planisphere or Saheeli or Chromatic Star comes back, or Abandoned Air Temple. Kind of interested in that. Passing a Nadu. I mean, I guess Mystic Confluence is not a bad card, but I'll just take the more aggressive card. Okay, these packs not ideal, I would say, but we'll see. I mean, I only have 2 white cards, and I have 2 white lands. I'm gonna take the Karn out for now. I think Karn, I guess I'd hope not to play. Stormchaser's Talent, unless I pick up like a Time Walk, is also maybe a bit sketchy, but we'll see. I'm probably not gonna get a Time Walk at this rate. See if I can get a good card, though. I mean, honestly, like Swords to Plowshares, Lightning Bolt, that sort of thing would be pretty nice. So here, there's a Flage and a No More Lies and a Big Teferi. I kind of want to just take Flage because I think it's a pretty strong card, and then there's 2 blue-white cards, and if either of them wheel, I'll be happy. Flage is just really messed up. There's just some matchups that it's really good in. Also, if you have an open attack with Bombardiers, you attack with Bombardiers, and then post-combat, you play Flage, you toss it for 5 damage before it dies. It's pretty good. And if I get Xander's Lounge or Pentad Prism, that's fine too. I do assume one of these two is going to wheel. If not, maybe Legion Extruder. Legion Extruder is pretty great with Bombardiers. Bombardiers is good with everything, so like that is obviously our refrain. We don't need to be hitting every single time, but it is true that Legion Extruder, I specifically do like it when I have Bombardiers in my deck. All right, here I'm just going to take Lutri, I think. I mean, Inti and Magda are both good, and I'll play either of them, but I want more spells. Not interested in Gemstone Mine, and Lutri, I don't have any of the pitch spells yet, but I'm sure I can find one at some point. It's also pretty nice with Mind Collapse because it's a 0 mana spell, so you're able to do that. And then here, push. I guess I might just take Lotus Petal. It's pretty nice with not Snapcaster, Third Path and Mentor. All right. I don't really like this pack very much. I don't need Oculus as much. I have Flage. I like having like 1 Treasure Cues, Oculus, Flage, Dig. Sometimes 2 if I'm really good at the thing. I don't need Taiga or Thieving Skydiver. Let's just take Petal. Petal's also just like a pretty strong card. I don't usually mind playing that card. And then here, I'm just going to take Spell Pierce. I just need more cheap spells. I do like Preordain and Riddler, but Spell Pierce is a bit of interaction, which I'm a little short on. I'll take that and maybe Riddler or Preordain come back, but probably not. I think that's unlikely to be the case. And then here, wow, I would play every card in this pack. I mean, not Limdu's Vault or Blood Crypt, but every other card I'd be interested in. I'm going to take Force Negation, though. I have Lutri. I also have, like, Ragavan and Bombardiers to protect. Tapping out for a Mentor or Third Path with Force in hand is also really nice. And honestly, if 2 people take those, 2, 3, 4, I'll get multiple things back. Like, I'll have my choice of multiple things. So I wouldn't mind if it was one of the lands either. But even though Ragran Triumph is tempting, I don't think I need it so bad. And then here, there's Council's Judgment. I'm just going to take Plateau. Oh, wait. I should probably take Chromox. It's another 0. It's good with Bombardiers. I just think accelerating out Third Path or Mentor can be pretty strong, and it's good after those as well. Though Plateau is really nice. You know what? I'm just going to take Plateau, actually. I don't like having Chromox and Petal and Force all in the same deck. And I think Plateau looks pretty nice here because now I basically have all three duals. I mean, the archive is a tap one, but any red, white, or blue fetch kind of works for me now. Oh. I'll take an 8th pick Underworld Breach over Lose Focus. I have the pedal already. We haven't seen Brain Freeze. Pack 3, I see no reason why Rianne would cut, or any of these people would cut a Brain Freeze. All right. I mean, Lose Focus isn't bad, but I'm not passing up a Brain Freeze or a Breach potential. And then here, I guess I will take Treasure Cruise over Saheeli, though. Treasure Cruise, now that I have this Flage and Underworld Breach, is obviously a little bit less exciting. If I end up not getting there on Breach, I might play the Cruise. Interesting. I mean, Lose Focus is a good card, don't get me wrong. Though I'm hoping there is maybe a No More Lies in this pack. We'll see. Oh, there's not. There's Teferi and Legion Extruder. I think I'll take Teferi, though. I like Teferi. This deck is shaping up to be a decent Teferi deck, I would say. And here, I don't think I'm playing Gemstone Mine. I think I'd rather hate a Corpse Dance. I don't know. Gemstone Mine's kind of cute with Flage. It's a card that goes to the graveyard for Flage purposes. All right, this pack actually was pretty good. I picked up a nice land, a Ragavan, Spell Pierce. Here, I'll take Thieving Skydiver. Why not? Force of Negation, Petal. Also, this Underworld Breach. Sure, you know what? I'm going to manifest. I'm putting Breach in. Let's see. All right, next pack. Oh, I like Bonehorde as a sideboard card. All right, next pack, I think, is the pack that has a bunch of cards I want. All right, I got a Sunbillow Verge back. We take those. We take those. All right, pack 3. Any Brain Freezes? Could we just be the Breach deck out of nowhere? It actually could happen. Can I get a good card? Anything? Wow, really not doing great on the good cards metric. I guess I'll take a Misty Rainforest. Does seem like it's going to be pretty helpful in this deck. And then, if I got a currency converter back, I'd be happy. That doesn't usually happen these days. It's also Ballista, Cosmic Grand Zenith. I don't really need more of that sort of thing, but I think it's pretty easy. Misty Rainforest here. Can get tapped white, blue, untapped red, blue, or just an island, of course. Yeah, so my 3 opens were Urza's Bauble, Ragavan, Misty. It's a rough spot to be in. I'm just paying back for that stretch I had a couple months ago where I felt like I had Lotus every other draft. I'm sure you remember it. I uploaded all those videos, but we've been in a bit of a drought, it feels like. Yeah. I haven't had power in weeks. Months, I think. Let's see what we got here. We got a Memory Lapse is what we got. It's also a Cogwork, but Memory Lapse is way too good to pass up. Gut, Thundertrap Trainer. I mean, I like these cards. I have some powerful 3s. I just want some more 2-mana interaction. Maybe I'll get something back. All right, Underworld Breach. We'll put you back in the sideboard. Maybe that's showing a lack of faith. I find your lack of faith disturbing, but I think that this is a good way to look at this deck. So right now, Lutri's not a card either. We're at like 22 lands plus a Petal, so yeah, we need a few cards, but I'm sure we'll get there. Also, if we do end up playing Breach, this Treasure Cruise gets a bit sketchier, I will say. Picking up a fetch land helps, though. Lightning Bolt. I gotta take Lightning Bolt. This is a Snapcaster, like, third path mentor Lutri deck. Wan Shi Tong is a good card. I've been impressed with this card. I would be happy to take it, but I'm gonna take Lightning Bolt here. Over a Braid even, too. I just wanted the 1-mana play. Also, I have a Thieving Skydiver. I don't need an Abrade. Both Citadel, where's Mark? Okay, 2 seats down. Perfect. It's become a meme. Even everyone we draft with now knows that Mark always takes the Citadel, but he still managed to do it. He 3-0'd my team last time he drafted Storm, so there is that. All right. Nice little Jeskai mid. Slightly on the aggressive side, I would say. Just Ragavan, Third Path, Bombardiers, Flage, that sort of thing, but very much Jeskai mid, and maybe I'll get, probably not an Abrade back, maybe a Wan Shi Tong. Probably not, though. Oh, wow. This pack has Counterspell, Brainstorm, Suplex, Dig, Stock Up. I think I'm just going to take Stock Up. Stock Up is so good. Brainstorm is also good, but, I mean, Stock Up is just... It's just what a card, and maybe I'll get one of these things back. I feel like after picking up Pierce, Memory Lapse, Force Negation, I'm doing okay on Counter Magic. If I end up... I mean, I still have 4 more picks where I could get Brain Freeze. And the Breach went so late that I feel like people aren't really prioritizing it. Oh man. A volcanic is so tempting. Just making my mana better is nice, but Skullclamp has been so good for me in decks where I can build around it, and this deck has the third path and the mentor. Yeah, I gotta take the clamp here. That's a shame. I do love me a volcanic. Oh, there's a Lion's Eye Diamond. It says pick 6. So I have 2 picks to get Brain Freeze. If I took LED, that's the hero play. Alternately, I could take Miscalc or Reprieve. What's my fixing situation? My fixing situation is pretty good. All right, Ye of Little Faith. I'm going to take the Reprieve, and then I'm going to take Lorien Revealed. All right, if we get a last pick Brain Freeze here, I'll still be pretty happy. And if we don't, I'd rather just hedge on the side of taking Reprieve. All right, no Brain Freeze. Oh, I will take Aragorn, though. I do like Aragorn. I have a good Force of Negation deck, I'll say that. All right, I think I like that more than Enduring Curiosity. Okay, so now we're at 16 lands plus Petal and Lorien. So it's really 17 plus Petal. So this is kind of perfect. And if something else wheels, I'll play it. I have some cuts if I need to cut anything. And here, I could play Stoneforge. I know the Caldra's gone. That was gone in pack 1. But I could play Stoneforge for Skullclamp. I don't care about passing late Salvagers and LED. I think Mark's even more likely to have those. Do I want to hate a Fallen Shinobi? Well, let's take the Stoneforge. I'm not sure that I'll want to play it, but I might. Oh, Seasoned Pyro and Thundertrap Trainer. So normally I would just take Thundertrap. Seasoned Pyro is a little bit more interesting with Skullclamp. And I have Treasure Cruise and whatnot. All right, I'm in for Pyromancer. I don't think I'm getting any more lands at this point, unfortunately. It would be nice. It would have been nice to get one more land. I kind of want to cut Mind Collapse, though maybe that's worse than just cutting the... Oh, I could cut Storm Chaser's Talent. I don't have anything great to bring back, so it makes me a little more suspicious of it. And then here, let's just... Oh, Voldaren Epic Skullclamp is kind of nice, but I'm going to take Containment Priest. It's such a good sideboard card. I don't think I'll main deck it here because I don't really need to, but... And I guess if I had to cut one more, Mind Collapse is on my list, though... Aragorn and like Third Path and Mentor make Mind Collapse pretty tempting. I guess I'm pretty glad about this Plateau pick. One more land would be awesome, but I don't recall another land that's like in position to float back to us. And then here, I don't think I'm going to play Dig. I already have Cruise and Flage, but I actually could see playing Manamorphose. Oh, Cathar Commando is a decent card as well. Would I Rabblemaster? Would I Talisman? I'll take Talisman. I don't think I'm going to Rabblemaster. I have a lot of 3s. I have a Misty Rainforest. Is it too late for Omnath? All right, so I need to cut a couple cards. Let's go see. All right, so I got to cut a card or 2. I'm not sure. This Talisman I'm kind of interested in. Let's see. Do my teammates... We've got Stoss on Grixis midrange. And then Mark on Bulls the Citadel Tinker. All right. I guess, and there's a Saga. I guess I can maybe cut the Thieving Skydiver. Never change, Mark. Never change. Let's go Mirage Lands today, actually. Let's see. So 4 Ions is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 13 lands is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then planes all 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I also have a Lorien Revealed, which is all the colors. Talisman, Manamorphose, Lotus Petal. Okay, so I could probably do one less island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's probably enough plains. So I'll just put one more mountain in, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red, and 3, 4, 8, 9. 9 red, 9 blue, plus Petal and Talisman and Manamorphose. Though I guess the Manamorphose doesn't help with getting red mana so much. And Talisman might actually end up being the card I cut here. It's that. There's also a Stoneforge. I feel like I'm not so good at Skull Clamping that I want to play Stoneforge for Skull Clamp. And I think I do just cut the Talisman. All right, let's run this, I think. So JM Richbart is on Flash, Worldspine, Atroxa with Emrakul, Show and Tell, Jace, Natural Order for these things with Normalized Brainstorm Path. Yeah, that's a cool deck. Mox Pearl, some decent mana. Mark has to make some cuts and whatnot, but he's got the Opal, he's got Saga, Spell Bombs, Time Vault, Wishclaw, Tezzeret to untap, Time Vault, Tinker, Monolith, no key, unfortunately. Kitten, Gadgeteer, Portal, Upheaval, Citadel, Outcome. Yep. Classic marks. And then Stas is on like a Grixis deck with kind of perfect mana. Watery Grave, Badlands, Volcanic, Scalding Tarn, Xander's Lounge, Blood Crypt, and a couple more duels. Force Pyroblast, or Pyrokinesis rather, and Pyroblast, though I think he's not going to main deck it because we're all blue. And just DT, Gut, Fable, Fire Covenant, Urte. All right, we got some moves here. Let's see how this goes. All right, time for round one. Let's reveal a Lutri. I'm on the draw. I mean, I do keep this hand. Really could use Memory Lapse, Lightning Bolt, anything like that. Though, if I have to pitch stock up to Force Negation, I guess I will do that. Okay. Turn one, Undercity Sewers. Maybe I'll be bringing Containment Priest in this matchup. We'll see. Plains was not a very good draw. So I guess I'm just hoping to draw a card I can cast next turn. Because right now it's 3-drop, 3-drop plus... I'm going to force that. I think this early in the game, I generally like forcing Moxes. I don't know. If it stops them from playing a 3-drop, it's pretty good. Okay. Warped Riddler. Sure. All right. I guess I'll pass the turn. Neither of these are even really good plays next turn, so Jeskai mid does it again. All right. Really been drawing great. All right, let's just put Lutri into hand here. I don't know. Rian left up potentially counter magic. If they use mana this turn, it's a little unfortunate. Malcolm or something. But didn't really seem like playing a Bombardiers with nothing to sacrifice and nothing to target, or a Mentor with no spells to play was going to be very effective. Are they going to play a Brazen Borrower end of turn as a 3-1? Or something. What am I hoping to draw here? I'm not sure. Oh, Limdwell's Vault. Okay, well, that's not good. I don't know what's going on. My teammate has Demonic Consultation, and another teammate has Time Vault, so probably Reanimator stuff is what's going on now. All right. Looked at a lot of cards, paid a bunch of life. I assume things are going to go badly for me here. Psychic Frog. Okay. I guess I'll just pass the turn. I don't know. I just have to choose a 3-drop that doesn't do anything. Well, let's see if we can rally here. I'm going to lose this game almost for sure. I could play a Lutri to block with. That doesn't seem very productive. I'm going to play Lutri end of turn, I guess. Psychic Frog is a tough one. They effectively vampire tutored for Psychic Frog, and that's gonna be good enough. I mean, if I draw Fracture Identity and it resolves, that's something. If I draw a cheap spell, that could be something. The Riddler. All right. Let's go Lutri. Draw a card. It's gonna be a land. Okay, Skullclamp is maybe something. Let's go Mentor. Skullclamp. If this resolves, I guess I'll Skullclamp the Monk token and draw 2 cards. Maybe you can find something. Not really even, but maybe I can set up some kind of a Bombardier's turn. I mean, I have the Flage, so I can kind of do that thing. Could also draw more cards off Skullclamp in some form or fashion. Like I could clamp Lutri and then sack it to Bombardiers. Let's see. I still don't think I'm going to win this game. Let's just put it that way. All right. Bitter Triumph, killing Mentor, discarding Nadu? Reanimating a Nadu? No, cut down the Lutri. Why do we discard Nadu? I guess we do have a reanimation spell in there? Because paying 3 life doesn't seem like too big of a cost right now. Indeed, indeed. There goes Animate Dead. And discard Scythe Cat Cove. So we're playing at Sultai with Limdul's Vault, I see. And they discarded down to 1 card so that the Reeler draws 2 cards off Psychic Frog. Well, we have Bombardiers. So I guess there's something. 13. I think. We're going to do a new plan. Attack for 2. You go to 13. Flage. Nug you. Nug you. All right. That's going to be my plan. I'm just going to put them down to 5. They have to answer Bombardiers, and I have Snap, Bolt, Snap. I'm at 16, so I probably don't die. Probably going to discard a card. Oh, they didn't discard a card to Psychic Frog. So to draw 2 off the draw step, so that's something. Bombardiers obviously threatening lethal here. Flage, kind of threatening lethal. Okay. I mean, drawing the Bolt made this plan a lot more possible because now if they kill Bombardiers, I'm still kind of a card short. Let's see. Well, I can go Bolt, Snap, Bolt. Oh, I don't have enough to... I need to draw Lotus Petal so I can bring back Flage after Snap Bolting. Necromancy, is this going to be Flage? So they found a way to kill my Bombardiers and gain life. Oy. All right. I thought it was a long shot, but I figured it was worth the effort. Yeah, if I draw Petal, it actually still works. I'm taking enough this turn that I don't think... Yeah, I'm not surviving another turn, I don't think. I go to 7, and they draw 2 cards. What else could I draw besides Petal? I don't think Bauble does it. No, I don't have enough mana. Let's see. I mean, I do get to Skullclamp the Snapcaster, so there's that. Third Path Iconoclast. I'm at 7. That's just too much damage in the air. It's all in the air. And go to 10 if I Flage. That's just not enough life either. Third Path, Bolt you, Clamp. I guess so, since I can't win this turn anyways. And then maybe I'll draw something that'll let me... I could bring back Flage, but again, that still doesn't actually save me, so let's just Skullclamp the Soldier token and hope we draw something good. I don't really know what exactly. Memory Lapse? It's not going to do it. No. All right. Yeah, Necromancy on Flage got me good. All right. I think I will put in Thieving Skydiver because I saw a Sapphire and a Currency Converter, so that seems kind of nice. I could take out Mind Collapse. Does not look good against most of the... Does not kill Quantum Riddler. It can be good against Psychic Frog, but all right. I guess I'm not putting in Bonehorde Drexor against a black deck. Oh, wait, I want Containment Priest. Hold on. I'll just cut Manamorphose. I think the Manamorphose is a nice to have, but not a necessity by any stretch. All right, I'd like to play first. Can we just not get a hand that's all 3 drops and nothing else? All right, man, I guess we can. So this has turn 1 Archive. Don't have a blue card for Force because I'm planning on playing the third path, but if I could find like a Bauble or a Lotus Petal, cheeky turn 2 third path plus a 0 would be nice. And I've got Bolt Force. It's a solid little hand. I feel like forcing the Sapphire worked out reasonably well last game, though obviously it's still really bad for me to get 2 for 1 for just on turn 2, but you know, what can you do? When you don't open good cards, you got to make do with what you got. Let's go Meticulous Archive. Oh. It almost feels kind of nice to just bin Flage. It's a good bit of value. I'm not going to get Steam Vents here. I'm just going to go Mountain, third path. And hope to draw some spells. Could put Lutri in hand. The third path might be dying here. It's going to get Zagoth Triome, I assume. Just no Psychic Frog, please. I mean, I'd prefer the third path also just live, but... Oh, okay, no plays. I like that. Drew another land? I don't like that. I don't think I'm even going to put Lutri in hand here. Actually, no, I will. Never mind. Let's just get an island. I don't really need to pay life, I don't think, for my third red source. Look, if I have to pitch, force Limdul's Vault, I'm not going to force a Limdul's Vault. Never have, never will. That's not entirely true, but because I've got Lutri Bolt now, so I can maybe kill Psychic Frog that way. I could also force if something is big. Guess we'll have to see. So far, they've taken 1 damage off the Limdul's Vault because they took 1 off the Heath and 2 off the third path. Probably just going to be like a Nadu or something here. Yeah, that's going to be a problem if that's the case. Can't say I love it. I wouldn't mind if it was like some sort of convoluted animate sort of situation where it's like cast a discard spell, cast Animate Dead, and I can force the Animate Dead or something. Frantic Search into that maybe, but we'll see. Well, Limdul's Vault found stuff relatively fast, so not forcing it was a good call. And next turn, don't even really know what I'm hoping for here, to be honest. I guess something like a Bombardiers or Mentor could be okay. Skullclamp, that sort of thing. Dark Ritual. Okay. If it's a Quantum Riddler, I can just double bolt it. For me to win this game, I think landing a good force is going to work. Oh, okay, see, like this. This was in fact a convoluted reanimate, and now I do get to force it. So we got that at least. Force, Animate Dead, pitching Lutri. Oh, with counterspell backup, okay. Sure. Well, nothing I could have done there. I mean, bolting that twice is just not going to do anything, so I probably shouldn't do that. I guess I'll play my Mountain in case I want to cast 2 bolts. The good news is I can't bolt them out because they gain 3 life off that too. I'm also 1 card short of bringing back Flage. I could chump with Snapcaster. That sounds horrible, but I guess is probably the play. All right. Bolt you. Oh, wait, I don't even really want to. Oh, actually, no, this is fine. I'm just not going to cast the bolt end of turn because I'm going to need the Snapcaster and the bolt in the graveyard to bring back Flage. But this way, if Rian plays another creature, I can kill that too. Probably just doesn't play anything into a flashback bolt, and then I play a Flage. Just threw away a bolt and a Snapcaster to get Flage back. I don't know. It's that, or if I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Obviously, if I draw Fracture Identity or something, I could just win the game easily. But we'll see. If I don't, I can go Flage, hit you to 13. I gain 3. All right. Bombardiers actually isn't bad either. Flage, nug you, and then the Vaultborn can't really attack, unless of course the Flage is just getting killed in a turn, which it is. Like I said, what am I going to do? I got to try to win the game somehow. Bolt and Snapcaster weren't doing anything for me. All right, well, if I draw Fracture Identity, I could still definitely win. Stowaway. Let me land first, I guess. Bombardiers. Bobble. Attack you down to 8. And I think I've got to just kill the Stowaway here. All right, so if Rian has nothing, there's a lot of cards that I could draw that would win me the game. Because they're getting down to 6. Any 3 mana or greater play does the trick. Okay, no removal, please. Okay. All right. Now we're at 6, so any next turn I him to 4, so any 2 mana play wins the game. All right, I go to 3 here. Back. Right. Thieving Skydiver. Wow. Did that really work? I guess so. Okay. On to game 3. Cathar Commando does kill Necromancy and Animate Dead. I could see running that. I like Spell Pierce, I like Force, Pyromancer, Aragorn. I'm not really seeing something I really want to cut for it, though. Killing Necromancy or Animate Dead when it animates something like a Vaultborn is also not particularly helpful, so I'll run it like this. All right, time for game 3. I feel like my deck has not done anything good at all. I kind of almost won both games. Yeah, I do kind of have to run this, but really could use like a stock up or something. I don't know, maybe this could be this deck is really bad. I'm not sure. I have not been impressed with the moves so far coming out of this deck. Let's see. What am I gonna do on turn 1? I think Meticulous Archive. We'll keep Iteration and I'll play Petal. I just don't think I'm going to have to Spell Pierce on turn 2 very often. What I'm probably going to do is bolt a Suspicious Stowaway, not a Psychic Frog. All right, I guess I lose. That's cool. Just cast Iteration here. Probably just getting 1 card off it. Well, clear all those, I guess. All right. I just don't have a good answer to Psychic Frog. A turn 2 Psychic Frog is just going to beat me almost every time. But unfortunate. That's what the card does. It's a good card. Bolt, Pierce, Force. None of those things stop it. Okay. Cool story. All right, let's go to the next. I can't deal with either of these cards. Just no shot. All right, time to play against White Green Beats this round. Let's see if we can do a little better. Well, I think I keep a turn 1 Ragavan hand that has the capability of turn 2 Flage or Bombardiers. There's obviously ways this goes wrong, but let's see. Oh, no turn 1 plays. Nice. Land, pedal, cast Ragavan. And Lauren Revealed is nice too, because it means I will play a land on turn 2. One way around it. Mountain Cycle. Yeah, they're on Nanaya here. And it's unlikely that I'm going to get to Spell Pierce this turn, but if I do, that would be cool. Oh, Inti? Well, Inti I can attack into, or if I just draw a land. All right. I mean, I'm not going to be able to attack the other way, so let's just attack. Got a block here. Come on. Meticulous Archive. Oh, I see. Yeah. Let's just put this in my graveyard and I'll cycle or interview. It's not like I need the 4th land that bad anyway, but I think I should have just cycled first, since it's not like I can cast Spell Pierce here regardless. Flage is going to be pretty good in this matchup, I would imagine. This could be a White Plume here. This is a Reckless Stormseeker. All right, I'm going to cycle this. I'm going to pick up Steam Vents. I'll take the damage if I have to play it untapped. But I think having double red for Flage guaranteed is pretty good. And Flage is actually just going to be crazy good here. I've got a Bauble too coming. Play the Bauble, and I think I cracked the Bauble because I am interested in doing all these things. Chaos Defiler, okay. That's a good one to know about. Mind Collapse can kill that, so maybe I try to set it up such that I don't have other things in play first. Arena of Glory. All right. So main phase Endurance to get my Flage. Well, it's brutal because it also kind of gets my treasure cruise. Well, I guess I wasn't doing both with the same graveyard anyways. Play a land, and I think I just pick up Lutri here and pass the turn. It'd be nice if they played the Chaos Defiler this turn. That seems kind of unlikely. What I might end up having to do is go Mind Collapse Lutri next turn. So, see what they've got. Drawing Spell Pierce against the all-creature deck has not worked out great. Four cards in hand, and one of them is a Chaos Defiler. Oh, death on that. Okay. Oh, and then... All right, well, I guess I get to Spell Pierce that. They have 2 cards in hand, and one's a Chaos Defiler, and now they're going to hit me for a lot of damage here. Well, don't think I have much of a choice here. Let's see. The Lutri Mind Collapse. Yeah, I think I just have to. I'll tap this for red. Mind Collapse. Sack Mountain. Lutri. Target Endurance. All right. So those are dead. I'm down to 3 lands. I do have a Treasure Cruise. The problem is if Chaos Feather comes out, it's also going to be hasted. Oh, this is something else, but also hasted, which means Chaos Feather is not coming out next turn. Oh, okay, this could be worse. Real Orcish Lumberjack. Because now what I can do is I can go Bombardiers and kill the Sentinel. Oh, I will cast Manamorphose first. Go into Misty. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. I think I can. Wow, Manamorphose into Misty means that I can actually cast Treasure Cruise this turn. That's pretty nice. And Cruise. All right, all right. That wasn't so bad, and they can't cast Filer yet. It's still a problem I have to deal with. But I got a little bit of time at least, and they hit Springheart and Antuco, so they kind of missed on that. And I'll be able to kill the Hex Drinker with this Bombardiers, assuming things go all right. All right, so we got moves. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't have enough red to play all of them, and this is a 3/2, so it's actually pretty annoying. I do have to play the Pyromancer though. I can't not kill the Hex Drinker here. I think I discard the Lorien Revealed. Consideration's cheaper. Oh, and I drew Memory Lapse. Okay, I mean we're kind of cruising here. Because if I Memory Lapse, that's almost just lethal right there. I Memory Lapse. Wow, my deck looked like a real deck this game. Impressive. Memory Lapse, attack you down to 6, throw you down to 1. And if J-Ray doesn't play a land this turn and I Memory Lapse this, then FOMO, 2 cards. All right, I'm just going to Memory Lapse that. Because it means you're also not drawing a land next turn. So this kind of stops the Chaos Defiler as well. Oh yeah, that should just do it actually. Let's go iteration first. Mountain. Wow. Deck capable of winning games. Incredible. And then pass the turn with Snapcaster, Memory Lapse up, and Bombardiers also just being lethal. So, okay. Spell Pierce on the Copter, into Mind Collapse, Lutri on these two, into Bombardiers on the Sentinel, Bombardiers on the Hex Drinker, Bombardiers on my opponent. Bombardiers is a good card. Chaos Defiler that's been rotting in their hand the whole game. I like seeing that. What is this? This is not. Oh, this is FOMO. I'm still gonna snap here. Okay. Whew. Up a game. Nice. Honestly, more than winning or losing, it's that my deck felt like a real deck that game. Whereas when my matches against Rianne, like my deck never did anything. I'm gonna put Bonehorde Dracosaur in, I think. And I think I want to take out Spell Pierce. Force and Negation, maybe I'll leave. It's so many creatures. Let's just take out both. And then we could put in Thieving Skydiver to steal the Smuggler's Copter or Chaos Defiler. That's probably a little bit harder, but could be nice. Okay. On the draw here. Yeah, I mean, not going to mulligan this hand. Turn 1 Ragavan. Okay, no 1-drop over there. That's nice, at least. The turn 2 birds looking less impressive. Oh, Flage. I mean, Endurance got my Flage nicely last time, but Flage is still pretty good. And now, if the play is just a blocker, I've got Bolt here, ready to roll. FOMO. Discarding a Chaos Defiler. Let's see. Ice Till Explorer. Sure. All right. Bolt the FOMO. Send. Hit Swamp. Island. And I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't need to play a Skydiver here. If I didn't have to sack a treasure, I'd be a little more inclined to just play another creature I can kill. All right. Well, it's not as juicy because it's going to draw them a card, but still pretty good. It'd be nice to hit a spell I could play here? It'd be nice also to stop drawing the lands on my side. Endurance. Well, at least endurance is gone. That is nice. I don't have any more removal though. So the way is no longer clear for this Ragavan. I do have a lot of mana and a lot of lands. I have not drawn a lot of action so far, but I mean, if I draw Iteration, Lorraine Revealed, any of those things. Oh, Caves of Chaos Adventure. Okay. Okay, so this is like removal spell or bust here. If I draw like a Mind Collapse this turn, I mean, that is just money. Let's go. Let's go. A little action. I mean, it's not nothing. I guess I actually should maybe play the planes there. Oh, yeah. Not nothing at all. All right. And then I get to hit with Ragavan and take the initiative, go get me another mountain. And I have Fracture Identity? Let's go. Mountain. Get Marsh Flat, pass the turn. Next turn I have one of my big fives ready to go. Reckless Stormseeker. Oh, so they're going to take the initiative back? Interesting. Well, I could Fractured Identity that. I could also play Bone Horde. Let's see. I'm going to do that. Hit for 4, I go to 19. And then they're going to forge onto like the Ignoble Hierarch. Huh, interesting. All right. Oh, into Strip Mine. Sure. That is actually kind of annoying. Because now... these treasure tokens. I can only cast one of my things. What do I do? I got 3 cards. I could Bonehorde Dracosaur. The Strip Mine really got me because now I can play 5, but I can't play the 5 again next turn. I could Fractured Identity the Reckless Stormseeker and just attack with it. I guess I probably do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, beginning of combat, give this haste, attack with this. They can chump if they want. All right. Pass the turn, I get trapped down to 14. They have 3 cards. All right, it's going to really depend on what the plays are here. Smuggler's Copter would be a really nice thing to see. An artifact would be nice. I mean, I have Flage coming once I get enough mana, but I'm pretty far away from that. Bonehorde Dracosaur likewise. Okay, a Noble Hierarch is not the scariest. Into Springheart, into land and make a token. Okay, well, I've got moves now though. I'm going to cast Skydiver and go to combat and give that one haste. And send with this. Forge. I think I forge onto the Skydiver. I'll wait on the Misty. Play Skullclamp. Then I'll equip the Skydiver just so if they deal with that, then I get to draw 2 cards. And then next turn it's lethal. Skydiver plus Trap is just straight up lethal. So they've got to find a way to do it. All right, Skydiver might get the job done here. As just a 2-1 flyer. A Reckless Stormseeker going the distance. All right, I feel pretty good about not saving the Fracture Identity. If I draw Lotus Petal, I can Flage next turn. All right, they can make some nobles. So I'll just block with those. I don't know. They're hoping something different happens there, I guess. If they don't have an answer to Skydiver, it's lethal either way. All right, we take those. All right, time for round 3. Unfortunately, on the draw against Boros that has Gleemox and a Mox Emerald, so don't love it. If I draw a Lightning Bolt, maybe I got a shot. I'm going to mulligan this hand. Do I mulligan to 5 here? No, I think I probably keep this hand and just hope to draw red mana, because if I do, the hand becomes quite good. Aragorn probably is the card I want least here. Obviously, this hand goes really wrong, some percentage of the time, but hopefully not this one. All right, well, at least I can cast Spell Pierce. And it's a Giver of Runes, not a Mother of Runes, so if I draw red later, I can still bolt it. I just think Bolt and Flage are probably my 2 best cards in the matchup, so I kind of feel like going to a 5-card hand. I would definitely have mulligan that hand on 7. Ooh, classic mistake. You don't need to leave Giver untapped. There's just nothing it can protect when it's by itself. Unless they have... Oh, they have that and they wanted to protect. I see. Okay. That's funny. I played against 2 red-white decks, so my Spell Pierces and Force of Negations not looking the best. Okay, that's something. Island cycling. Let's get Steam Vents. Just pass the turn here. See what they got. Nothing so far. I'm just going to bolt the Giver of Runes now, I think, because if they want to use a Demi to save it, I at least don't take damage off a Demi. I don't think they're probably going to do that, but it feels like it's worth it. All right. If I can get a nice like Ragavan hit in, I'll be happy. Who did I draw? All right. You know what? I should just stock up, actually. My main concern is if I put Ragavan here and they just have a removal spell, it's so easy for that to be the case. It just works really badly. Let's take Archive and... Do I want this Lotus Petal? I kind of think I do. Ridiculous Archive. Oh, that I can put in my graveyard. I don't think I need a tap land there. And I'll play the Petal so I can have Spell Pierce up. And next turn I can go Flage maybe. It's abrading my Lotus Petal? Oh, that was second main. I could have just played Ragavan. Honestly, I don't mind just not doing that, because like Twister's X should definitely just be doing this end step. I don't really need to punish him for doing that. I'd prefer just to play as if that was not the case. So definitely has removal in hand. And all right, let's go Flage to start with, I think. I'm at 9. I'm not going to gain life here. Oh, what is this? Is this Solitude? Okay. Solituding my Flage here, honestly, I don't mind very much, because now I gain 9 life this turn. All right, I'm at 18. They have 1 card in hand. I actually feel pretty good about this. Oh, wait, I should just play the Skullclamp. I don't need to leave up Spell Pierce here. My teammate Mark even has the 4th Earlingus. That's like one of the few cards I could even pierce in this situation. Because they have Chandra, but oh my god. Okay, that at least isn't a spell pierceable card. Well, Othari was an amazing draw. Wow. They had to have drawn that because they would have just cast it. All right. Now I don't think I'm winning anymore. Guess I just have to do it this way. And I'm not even going to bother equipping Clamp. All right. Kill Othari. Pass the turn. I thought I actually had a chance there. The top deck to Othari. Well, I mean, I guess we have a chance. They can bring back Othari here, but I can kill it again. I take 3. But then if I draw red, I can go Ragavan plus Aragorn. Maybe that's something. Okay, they're not bringing back Othari because they can. It's little used tap a rebel to return the Othari. This could only be something I could pierce, but it's just not possible, really. It's prismatic ending, yeah. Okay, draw. Well, now I'm just going to play Aragorn because I don't really have a better play. But I assume I'm basically dead. My draws this game pretty awkward. Again, without the Althari, I thought I had a shot, but I guess if they have nothing here, it doesn't look like nothing. Oh, this is bringing back Othari. Okay. And then play Inspiring Vantage. Sure. This actually could be something. Hold on. Attack with Aragorn. Because now, if I can Manamorphose into a land here, I've got a Teferi. All right. Go red, because if I miss, I want to at least do that. This is... Said I missed on a land to tuck Othari. Well, let's put back Spell Pierce and I think Reprieve. Draw 2. All right. Well, hold on. I have 4 ground blockers. I think I don't play Ragavan because I want to be able to memory lapse here. Land now. I see how it be. Right. Block 1. I think block like that. I gain a life. They become the monarch. Memory lapse this. Okay. Need their last card not to be good. They're going to redraw the Cosmic Grand Zenith, but at least it's not an instant. Oh, Treasure Cruise? Huh. It's probably worth casting because I can still cast Teferi. Well, hold on. Got a Ragavan. Do I want to play that as well? So if I attack, target creature can't block this turn. I would like to become the monarch again. So let's go attack with these 2. Solitude can't block. If they have a removal spell, then that's unfortunate for me. Mind Collapse would also be a nice one to find. I guess I'm drawing 3 out of 16. It's not the worst chance of finding Mind Collapse. I already used my Lightning Bolt or Snapcaster. I'm just looking at ways to kill Othari. Yeah, maybe it is worth... Oh, they're just going to take it all? All right. I like that. So, Teferi, Tuck, and Ragavan. Maybe I don't need to play the Ragavan. What would I draw off the cruise that would change things? They have a Cosmic Grand Zenith in hand. No, let's just Treasure Cruise next turn. I just know I can play Ragavan this turn, so it's like guaranteed board presence off that 1 mana, as opposed to Treasure Cruise, which may or may not be, especially since I'm just tucking Othari. I do need to make sure I have a way to kill it on the way back down if the game lasts that long, which it will, because I don't think I'm... Oh, there we go. I'm not that close to finishing the job. They're still at 21 life. Okay, into Magda, make 2 tokens. Okay. I actually feel like I'm doing okay here. And their top card is not Othari. That's next turn. All right, I'm not going to Lutri copy Treasure Cruise. I'm probably going to want to Lutri to copy Mind Collapse. So let's Treasure Cruise, Exiling, Spell Pierce, Man. Basically, I'm trying to keep... No, I'll take the stock up. Trying to keep the options up for Snapcaster here. Oh, Fractured Identity. Yeah, all right, let's draw a card off the Teferi as well. The third path. Interesting. Just Fracture Identity to Solitude. They have no cards in hand. Solitude, Cosmic Grand Zenith. Attack with Aragorn. Just resolve. You actually don't want... Oh, actually, I should have attacked with... Wait, no, I can't. I don't want to attack with Ragavan because then they draw Othari next turn. All right, pass the turn. Untap my 2 lands. Okay, so they get 1 turn of drawing not Othari. This card has to be pretty good because next turn I can attack with Aragorn and Ragavan, and they can't block any of it. Okay. Screaming Nemesis. Okay, that doesn't matter, I don't think. Attack with Screaming Nemesis. Just block with Solitude. And they trade, I guess, trade Screaming Nemesis for Solitude plus Teferi or something. I mean, I am forced to block. But I don't think that's gonna win the game here. Oh. Attack with everything. Okay. Or not. I guess if they attacked with everything, I would just want to block Screaming Nemesis such that... Okay, they're attacking me. That actually makes more sense. So... If I don't want to lose the Monarch, I have to block with everyone. Losing the Monarch isn't like game over. They're at 19. I take 3. I think I'm going to do like this. I go to 13 here. They draw Othari end of turn. I don't get to Ragavan it. But I have Mind Collapse to answer Othari. I just have to leave the mana up for it. I can just cast it at instant speed. Okay, they draw Othari. Draw. Okay, Snapcaster is really nice. So let's attack with these. Nothing can block. Ragavan hits. Ooh, a Firebending Student. Nice. Let's go third path. I could snap Memory Lapse and I could untap a land. I mean, I guess I could cast Firebending Student because I'm untapping 2 lands off Teferi, and then I'll pass. I don't need to put Lutri into hand, I don't think. I'm almost going through my entire deck here. And I'm at 27 now. And their last card's Othari. All right. Snapcaster Memory Lapse, and that will do it. I don't want to yield to all. See, what a bad button. I'm still astounded, let's just say. And they could attack with Screaming Nemesis. Doesn't matter. Let it kill Teferi, let it hit me. They draw Othari, attack with everything. All right. Whew, up a game. Didn't think I was going to win that one. Definitely want Skydiver against the double Mox deck. Definitely want to take out Spell Pierce, and I think Force of Negation. And I think I just put in Bonehorde Dracosaur. And they have Solitude. I just hope that doesn't end up getting me. All right. Let's roll. All right. On the draw here, you know, if this deck goes 2-1, I'll be pretty happy with it, given what a lot of my early picks were. All right. I'm going to run this hand. Once again, a hand without a mountain, just like last game. Last game, I didn't have a great start. If I draw a mountain, then this hand goes pretty hard. Any land lets me cast Stock Up. I'm on the draw and have a Urza's Bauble. I mean, this actually doesn't feel like that close of a hand. I don't really think you're supposed to be mulliganing this one. Twister Zach also mulliganed, and hopefully I'm not getting Gleemoxed out here. We'll see. All right, turn on Railgrin Triumph after mulling to 5. Island, Bubble, Skullclamp, pass the turn. Can I get a red mana? All right, well, they had no plays. Let's see. A Demi in there? Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Oh, okay, well, I like Reprieve, and then Lorien Revealed gets me a Bolt, so let's just pass the turn. No, you gotta tap for white mana, unless you're abrading, which I think they're playing a Demi of the Sky Shoots, or Felia. Okay. I'm gonna let that resolve because I'd rather Reprieve the Adeline, and I can just kill Felia with Lightning Bolt next turn. There's nothing. Oh, no third land? Is that what's going on here? I'm pretending like I have Snapcaster. I don't, obviously, as you can see, but... Oh, they did have the third land. They just wanted to play something that wasn't Adeline? Okay. Guess I'll go get my Steam Vents here. Draw Steam Vents, pay the life, and then pass the turn. So now they're playing a Demi here? No? What's going on? This Felia. Oh, here's the Adeline. Oh, Screaming Nemesis. All right, well, I'll still Reprieve it. And then I'll bolt that. And let's cast Stock Up here, though I guess I can Manamorphose first. Well, yeah, if I Manamorphose and I draw like Aragorn or something, I guess I would probably cast Stock Up. Let's go red, blue mana. Stock Up. I definitely want Bombardiers, and I think I want Bombardier's Pyromancer. Yeah, over Iteration. They're going to play Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, all right. Chrome Coast past the turn. Nemesis is annoying. I'm going to go to 13 off of that. But I can go Pyromancer, and if I draw a spell, maybe use that to start... Adeline Pass. I'm just going to Mind Collapse. Really need another red. It's actually kind of being annoying here. A spell would also be fine, because then I can play Pyromancer and make a token. Oh no, okay, that's not a Othari at least. All right, Nemesis is annoying, no doubt about it. I got a 13. Okay. Aragorn's kind of interesting. Lose the Monarch. Or I could just Season Pyro, discard Aragorn. Yeah, that's probably better. Discarding Aragorn is like drawing 2 additional cards because of the Skullclamp here. Okay, let's clamp the Elemental. Draw 2. I mean, a red would still be decent here. Gee, that's a lot of lands. All right. I think I just cast the Ragavan. I want to clamp the Pyromancer. Pass. I will block the Nemesis and just trade both my creatures for it if I need to. I guess I could have just not played Ragavan. It kind of felt like just getting stuff out there is good, because there's a decent chance this Season Pyro dies. Get Solitude or something. Cosmogrand Zenith into Galvanic Discharge on Ragavan and put a +1/+1 counter on everything. No, they made the soldier tokens. Okay. That's interesting. They're gonna attack now? I'm really happy to take this trade. I think that turn could have been a lot better for my opponent. Wow, all right, well, I'll take it. Am I gonna go to 10 here and I'm never gonna be able to gain life again? All right, but I get to draw 2 cards. Can't all be lands. Oh, look at that. All right, so now I get to go, here, let's play my land first. Fracture Identity on the Cosmic Grand Zenith. Yes, yes. Lotus Petal, make 2 tokens. Then guess Bombardier is actually fine. Back. If they want to block, double block, I'll throw a token at their token. All right. Works for me. I do not want to double block. Do I want to trade token for token? I don't really think so. Feels like my tokens with a Skullclamp in play are better, though I guess I'm getting through most of my deck. I like Skullclamp. Skullclamp's been pretty good for me recently. What I'm worried about now is Othari or like burn spells, I guess, like Fiery Confluence type deals. I'm not that worried about them like killing my broadside bombardiers or anything. Yeah, that's just not going to bother me. All right, let's go. Well, I can just draw my whole deck. That much is clear. Let's go Flage. I just want to get a clock on here. Kill human soldier token. What is this? What's going on here? Oh, redirect lightning. Okay, so now that's going to target me. All right, yeah, that's cool. I don't think that's going to be good enough, but that's cool. Flage, exiling. 5. Cosmic Grand Zenith. I think I put a counter on all my creatures now. Nug that again. They have no cards in hand. Yeah, all right. Equip. Attack. And they're pretty dead next turn, I would say. All right. Ooh. 2-1, Scrappy Jeskai. You love to see that. They need something real good. And I have the one with the Fracture Identity, so there we go. We got him. All right, well, I will take a 2-1 with this deck any day of the week. So what are the good things about this deck? Pretty good mana, I would say. Like a fetch, a plateau, a steam vents, and a meticulous archive is already like pretty close to it. And then I also have a Seachrome Coast to Sunbill of Verge and a Lorien Revealed. I do like that. Flage is great. I played against 2 aggro decks, and Flage was fantastic against both. Skullclamp continues to really deliver. I like this card. It goes hard. Lutri's great. I had Reprieve, Memory Lapse, Spell Pierce, Force, but the matchups I played against didn't make those particularly great. Bombardier's always is awesome. Didn't stock up too much, but it was good the game I cast it. Having, Fractured Teferi, Treasure Cruise is good late game. Aragorn can be a pretty solid one in your head. Snapcaster with some spells. Yeah. I mean, if this deck had a Mox and a Swords to Plowshares, it would be, I think, pretty good. If it, even without the Mox, if it just had a Swords and, I don't know, like one more something, like a DAC, or I just feel like, or even like a decent, like 2, I'm not sure, a Quantum Riddle or something. Just it felt like it needed a little something, but I'll take a 2-1 any day of the week, and that puts us up 4-3, so hopefully Mark can close things out. All right, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for hanging out with me as I get to do a little bit of Vintage Cube, playing some Power Max Vintage Cube, No Holds Barred is what they're calling it, and some Avatar this week, so we'll see how that all goes. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.